first time I'm doing this landscape, the new feature on YouTube about the live. So in this live video, I wanted to share you the program that is going to start in few days, how that program can help you, how that program can make sure that you really become certified PMP. Now, one of the most important thing I want to share is that customization is the key of the thing. What PMI says, tailoring, I called it customization. What do I mean by customization? You see, if somebody can spend 30 minutes a day, his or her roadmap cannot be of the same person who can spend 4 or 5 hours a day. We need to look into that and we need to work into that way. Every single person, every single person is an entirely different domain, right? And understanding what does they require, how do they want to learn, how do they want to spend time is the key thing that I focus in this program. What I do, I try to understand, hey, what is your actual requirement? How do you want to study? What are the things that you can follow and what are the things that you cannot follow, right? For example, I have written this book, Pathway to PMP, which Usman, who cleared PMP from Saudi Arabia yesterday, I will share his success journey. He was sharing that this book has changed his life. He read it like 2, 3 times. Same went to Nitu, who actually cleared PMP from Canada. She said the same thing. Okay. But being said that, I will tell you, you don't have to read books to pass PMP program. Out of 104 PMP, which is as of today, out of 104 PMP, only 2 to 3 people needed to read the book. Okay. So when you are preparing for PMP, that's a critical thing. You don't have to read actual book. What you really need is a systematic approach of understanding of PMP, a systematic approach of knowing about the question answers in the PMP, a systematic approach to know, okay, how to solve these question answers. What is the way to look into that, how we can get it done, how we can improve it. Then the third thing, you need to know how to manage time. Okay, let me explain you three important things that we can work into that you need to know about the PMP, and then we can get into that. Then we can kind of work into that way. Okay. So the first thing is that you need to understand the flow of PMP. You need to understand the flow of PMP. Now, what do I mean by flow of PMP? When you are solving the question answers, you need to understand how. Let's take the example of stakeholder. How you identify the stakeholder? When you put the stakeholder register, what is the first thing you do? Like rank them, then prioritize them. Do you even need a change request? Then, once the stakeholder goes to planning, like what is the purpose of stakeholder engagement plan? What is the purpose of stakeholder engagement metrics, the tool that is in it? Once the plan is approved, who approved the plan? Once that is done, uh, uh, you implement the stakeholder register, stakeholder plan. When you go to monitoring and control, if a new stakeholder come or if the stakeholder engagement is not what you are expecting, right? You wanted the stakeholder to be sportive. He is kind of a resistant. So what do you need to do? You need to do a change request. You need to have a meeting with him. What you need to actually do, you need to know that. So that is called basically flow of PMP. Okay. For every single topic, for every single topic, you need to understand the flow of PMP. For that, I help you with the mind map. We make the mind map. We make multiple things in the programs so that you can understand the flow of PMP. What does flow of PMP means? How things passes through every single thing. What is the important thing? What is not the important thing? So those questions need to be answered. You need to know the flow of PMP. This is the first thing that you need to understand for every single topic. And I am making videos, even if you are not my student, I'm trying to help so that you can understand the flow of PMP for every single topic. And it's not very critical, very difficult. For every single topic, you need to ask just one question: what to do when this happened? What to do when this happened? Okay. So we go through that. You understand this thing. You understand the flow of PMP. The second thing is how to solve PMP question. That is the second thing question. Okay. How to solve how to solve PMP questions. That is the second question we need to answer. Now, no matter how much topic you understand, how much the things you know. If you don't know how to solve PMP question, you cannot pass the exam. I'm very blunt about this. If you don't know how to solve PMP question, you cannot pass the exam. And now this thing happens with the people, especially those having 15 years experience, 20 years experience. I really talked to them, and they said that PMP is easy for us. We are gonna do it, and it will not be challenging for us because we have been managing the project for a long time. I respect that. I agree with that. That you may be very great at managing the project. But when you are solving the PMP question, you need to wear PMI hat. The important thing here is to understand to wear the PMI hat. And PMI hat demands that. PMI hat demands that you understand the nuances, the context of the PMP questions. That's a different thing. What you do in your projects, it's a different thing. So the flow of PMP will help you in the questions. The second thing is you need to follow the 7-step formula. I have made a 7-step formula booklet. If you haven't received, just put in the comment your email address or your message me +1 848 338 0545. I'll repeat 848 338 0545. Just message me 7-step. I'll send you that booklet, 7-step formula free of cost. That 7-step formula basically goes into that how to solve question answer. I can explain you here. First of all, slow down. Very critical. Slow down. Because when you slow down, you can read the question one time, you can understand it, and you can master it. Then read the last line first. This is particularly important when your question is more than two-liner or three-liner. You see, in the exam, you get a 24-inch screen. Okay, a big screen. And the question is three-liner, four-liner. Mostly what happened, and that's a normal thing, you go to the first line, you forget what was in the last line, what was in between. So what you need to do, you need to read the last line first. Read the last line. Mostly the question will tell you in the last line what should the PM do, what he should have done, how he should have avoided it, right? Any of these nuances can be in the last line. You read the last line into that, what the last line is, then you look into the context, look at the context, okay, what things are there, then you read the question, try to identify the keywords. Keywords are critical thing for your PMP exam. Identify what the keywords are, the life cycle of the project, and the most important thing, then you do elimination technique. You use elimination technique to solve the question answers. We teach everything in our programs. We teach all of those things in our programs. When you join the program, for sure, you will learn all of these skills. These are the skills, learnable skills. You can learn them, you can master them, you can get better at them. So you learn these skills, you go through them, you master the elimination technique, you understand it. Now, two things have been done. You know the flow of PMP, you know how to solve PMP question. The third thing comes as time management. The third thing comes as time management. Now, to be very true, many students fail in the exam. Even they know the context, even they know how to solve questions. They may have solved a lot of mocks, but they fail in the exam because they are unable to manage their time. PMP exam capture your nerves. PMP exam makes sure that you understand and you can manage that time. You have 180 question in 230 minutes, which is 3 hours 50 minutes. Okay, so you have to solve question answers in that much time. In order to solve question answer in that much time, you need to develop the mastery of time management. And how do you develop mastery of time management? I called it rule of 80, 75, 75. I'll repeat 80, 75, 75. First section you do in 80 minutes. The next section you do in 75 minutes. The last section you do it in 75 minutes. 80, 75, 75. So you go through this thing and you understand, okay, these are the way how the question should be answered, what the way of the question will be, and then you will be able to clear the exam. Time management is very important. You get two breaks, you use those breaks and work into that. 80, 75, 75 is the holy grail of time management. So three things that you need for PMP exam: the flow of PMP, okay, how to solve PMP questions, and the third and the last thing is time management. We need to do understand how to manage time in the best possible way. Okay, so now let's talk about how do we help in our program into that. So my program is starting on Friday. Okay, on the Friday. Yeah, it is starting on Friday. It will be 15th March, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 7 p.m. UAE time. That becomes 10 a.m. EST. And you can convert your time according to your requirement. Wherever you are, you can convert your time and you can look into, okay, my time zone is this. So you will join the class. Okay. The first thing we will focus on, this will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday for 2 weeks, starting on 15th of March. So on day one, day two, and day three, 15, 16, 17. These 3 days are the most critical, most important days of my training. Why? I'm gonna cover fundamentals, stakeholder, communication, team, agile, risk, quality, procurement. And in addition to that, that is the first thing. We are also gonna tell you how to fill the application. So the first 3 days are very critical. I'm bombarding you with the information. You are doing the content. You are making sure. Now you get the content. How to understand the content? That's the second thing. In these 3 days, you will also make the mind map of these topics. Remember, I said you need to know the flow of PMP, right? You need to know the flow of PMP. So these topics, first you understand the topic, then you master the flow. So flow of PMP is there for you. Okay. Now in these 3 days and then next 3 days, we'll complete the course. Now, the first thing is covered here. You cover the entire PMP topics. Every single thing that is needed for the PMP is being covered here, right? It is being covered here, so you don't have to have any kind of challenge, problem, whatever the issue can be, everything is covered here. Okay. Now, in addition to that, we will solve 150 questions in it. Using seven-step formula, we are going to solve 150 question answers in these 6 days with me. Not as an assignment. With me, you are gonna solve 150 question answers, 60 question PMP marathon and different topics question answers. You're gonna solve these questions. You are going to learn these question answers as a first hand. So this is gonna help you to solve PMP question. This is going to help you to solve and understand the nuances of each question, how that question is, what the thing is, etc. etc. So you will be solving these question answers in the class. You will be starting uh, understanding how the things are, how the things worked into that. So you need to understand these things. You need to look into that. You need to work. Yeah, I can understand the context. I don't understand the context. Whatever it is with you. Okay, whatever your case is, you learn from it. Okay, I understand the question answers. I know this is solved in this way. So you will master that. In addition to that, in these 6 days, for each topic, I will give you 50 question answers. For every topic, I'll give you 50 question answers as an assignment, which you have to do in between these days. 50 question answers. You will be working on 50 question answers for each topic. You can multiply it. It's almost 4 or 500 questions there. You will solve those questions. You will solve those questions and you will understand the nuances of that. You will do the lesson learn. One of the most critical thing in the PMP, in the programs that I do, is how to do the lesson learn. So you will do the lesson learns of them. You will understand, okay, this is the way how I can do the lesson learn. This is the way how to master that thing. This is the way how to get this thing done. You will master that thing. You will do the lesson learn, understand that thing. So these are the 6 days that will happen there. Then it does not stop here. Once the 6 days are done, we will help you in filling the application. We'll provide you the 35 PDUs. If you are selected for the audit, okay, PMI does the random audit. If you are selected for the audit, I'll support you in the audit. Okay, we'll clear the audit. Now we will have coaching calls. What does I mean by coaching call? I made a customized roadmap according to your requirement for every single student who is in the program. Everyone, for every single student in the program, I will basically look into that, uh, how much time you can spend, right? how much time you can spend. I'll make a customized roadmap according to your requirement. Then I'll personally do follow up with you to make sure that you are on the right track. You are actually understanding every single thing or not. Is there any problem there or not? That is the follow up. That is the purpose of follow up. We made the roadmap. Now we do the follow up with you to make sure you are on the right alignment. Now, the third thing and a very important thing, we will have 3 coaching calls in a week. Coaching call is a question answer session in which basically again we are teaching you how to solve the second part of the question, how to solve the question, how to understand the question, how to master these question answers. So you are solving question answers, they are learning from it. In addition to that, now this is done. 2 steps are done. Flow PMP question answer. Third thing, once you are done with all the topics, I'll give you my PMP simulator. That has been declared as the best PMP simulator for last 2 years. I'll give you my simulator having a lot of questions and I will be customizing it. Do this question. All the questions are with the timer. Means you cannot stop those questions. You have to manage time according to that. All questions are with the time. You will manage the time. The time management will be there. You will solve the question. And once you start getting good score in them, once you start getting good score in them, I'll ask you go and give the exam. That's the entire thing. How you walk through the process. What are the things there and how you want to work into that. And that is how we actually make sure that you become certified project management professional. Through 3 steps, understanding the flow of PMP, how to solve question answers, time management. I'll provide you 35 PDUs, 3 coaching calls, my PMP mastermind group, which is all the time available, all the time available to answer all your question answers. Plus, if you want to read the book, I will give you this book. You can get a PDF format or you can get the hard form. I'll give you the book if you want to read. If you don't want to read, you don't have to read book in my program. You will solve question answers. I'll do personally follow up with you. You will fill the application. I'll review it. We'll keep doing that thing. And I'll make sure you become certified PMP. And when you do, I will record your journey and I'll share with you. You can go to my YouTube channel right now on the live part and you can see the success journeys. Today I uploaded like I guess 2 hours back the 100th PMP. Abdul Salam who cleared like 3-4 days back from UAE. He's the 100th PMP in 2024. Right now I guess we have 104. For him cleared yesterday. Tomorrow again one student has exam. Daily two three students are giving exam. How we are doing it? Customized roadmap, daily follow up, 3 coaching call. All these 3 things combined make sure that you become certified project management professional in the minimum possible time. The cost of the program for the group is $699. If you want to go for a one-to-one, it is $1,200. Of course, the PMP exam fees, which is $545 for all over the world and $390 for Pakistan, India, is separate. So contact me right now on the number given on the email. My email is very simple. AMER, I'll write it down. Okay. AMERALIPMP at Gmail. This is my email address. Contact me at the email and we'll make sure that you become certified project management professional. If you want to contact my WhatsApp, this is +1-848-338-0545. +848-338-0545. Okay. So contact us now and we'll make sure that you become certified PMP. Please remember, we take few students in a month. We work with them and we make sure they clear. That is the reason we have such a massive success record. I don't take thousands of students in every month. I take few students. This is a premium program. It's a fixed price program. We work with them. We worked hard. We nail with that. We act as a mentor and go through the journey with them. And we make sure that those people who have joined the program, they clear it in minimum possible time. If they can clear it, I am 100% sure you can also do that. So register now. Don't wait. Only 5 days are left in this program. I don't want you to waste it. Thank you very much for listening and become PMP.